Welcome back, everybody, to another Minecraft video. I'm going to go ahead and apologize. You guys got to see episode 2. You got to see me starting out my enchantment table. You got to see this cool little mini map in the right. We got our spawner working. We had our sugarcane farm going. But episode 3 that has been recorded, it has been edited. It's sitting in my drafts from my editor. I decided not to post it. Now, let's talk about that briefly and then we can move on with this episode. So, let's get one thing 100% straight, honest, upfront. My editor does a fantastic job with these videos. I think he does an amazing job. He typically captures exactly what I want all the time. The last episode, episode 3, is not being posted not because of quality, but simply because I took way too long to ever look at it. He got it to me perfectly on time, and what did I do? I I let my ADHD take over. I acted like I didn't care about it. And now I'm stuck with the fact that I haven't uploaded this series in ages. And to be quite honest with you, it doesn't make sense to upload episode 3 and then pretend like nothing happened, right? Because it's such a big jump in time. Like there's so many things that have happened in the world since then, right? Like to make it so crazy and to go on about nothing. Um there's more than just the episode number changing it since we last talked, right? There's quite a few things. So, first things first. What do I foresee this series being since I've already failed you and gotten to episode numero trace and couldn't upload? Well, this series is going to be a little bit of a slow progression Minecraft. We're going to go back to the basics of Minecraft, and you guys are going to see pretty much everything that you would expect from a normal playthrough with your friends, right? The idea is that you will most likely see everything in this series. You're not really going to get a bunch of cuts. I've decided to cut down on the editing, just go back to like the very basics of early days Minecraft. And we talked about this in episode 1. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you remember. That is what I kind of foresaw this being. And then all of a sudden, I was like grinding one day for 4 hours, and I was like, "Wait, how do I chop this up into episodes?" Look, I can't. My ADHD is too strong for me to chop up anything that's over 30 minutes into some coherent uh coherent like project, right? There's no possible way for me to do it. So, I gave it to my editor and I was like, "Hey, I need you to break this down in a couple episodes." And it worked out fantastic, right? Like he did an amazing job and he did everything that I wanted him to do. The problem ended up being I lost the motivation to play, and then all of a sudden I let it go, right? Like I'm the one that caused the drawbacks and the fallbacks. I don't know, one of those words. I'm the one that caused it, right? So you can blame me for not having it uploaded. Obviously, there's nobody else that can be blamed, but wanted to make that very clear, right? Like it was mostly me and my ADHD that caused these issues. Now, if you can't tell, I just ran back and forth and did almost nothing. So welcome to this channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Stayfly, and yeah, like I said just 5 seconds ago, I have massive amounts of ADHD. Minecraft can be an amazing game for me, or it can be an absolute nightmare depending on what I'm doing and kind of like what the plans are and how much focus I give it, whatnot. So to put all of that out there and to speak bluntly, these episodes are going to be old school Minecraft Let's Plays. I'm not going to do a ton of progress each episode anymore. I will most likely start multiple projects, and not finish them right away. Let me see if I have any more iron in here. I don't think I do. but I'll probably start a few projects at one time so that I have multiple things going, and we'll finish them as we go through, right? Like it's not going to be, they're not going to be super quick. They're not going to be massive projects. Like I'm not going to do any major builds, but we are going to do, you know, quite a few things at once. And the first of that is going to be getting a villager trading hall going. So give me 1 second. I got a cough. I'm going to try to cut this out. If I don't, I apologize. But like I said, we're going to do a villager trading hall. And that is going to be our primary focus for at least the first couple of, probably the first couple of episodes back here. I'm trying to decide on where I want it. And this is what I have to get better about, is not rambling my thoughts, but giving my thoughts as I'm thinking them, because my brain can run at 1,000 miles an hour. And sometimes my brain is running that fast and my mouth is just spewing something else to give me time to think, right? So that's why sometimes you hear me and you're like, what is this dude on about? Yeah, that's probably it. So we have the option to make the villager breeder, you know, right in this area. We could put it right in this area. We could put it somewhere else. That's what we have to decide on first, because the villager breeder is then going to decide on what we do with the rest of this area, right? Because if we want our villagers to be in this down area that's not above ground, then we're gonna need to find a place for them. Also, zombie pigman, not supposed to be in overworld, but he's here, so welcome him. I'm kind of thinking, I don't think I want to put them up here, but I'm also thinking of like getting the villagers down here is not going to be super easy or super simple. I know we have this water, which let me follow this water back up and see exactly where this goes. Because if this is something we can, like, you know, take a boat. No, we can't. I was hoping this like led directly from a boat, but it doesn't. So that's not really going to work for us. The village we know is this way, and it's 262 blocks. So that's a lot of movement for villagers. Obviously, I can put them in a boat. We can get them where we want them. It's just how much work do we want to do to get these villagers, you know, in this exact spot, like down here. I don't know if we need them down here, right? Like it's not like they need to be in a chunk that's rendered. Like they can just be upstairs. You know, and we can build something outside for once in this series. I think that's what we'll plan on. Let's plan on villager breeder being out here, the villager trading hall being out here, and we're gonna just make it work. Let's see if we can sleep. I don't think we can, because it's not a thunderstorm. But let's go ahead, head on over to the village, and let's start collecting some villagers, because that is now goal number 1 for this episode, is to secure at least 2 villagers. I could do with more, but 2 would be nice. So let's go over here. 1, let's make sure they're safe, because I don't remember the last thing I did at this village. I might have just went and saw it and I was like, oh great, a village, and then left, which isn't the best idea because villagers like to get themselves killed. So let's go see. Oh, we got a pillager party. What's up, homie? This is still 1.21, so I do still get the bad omen from killing this guy. Am I gonna die here? Yeah, voluntary exile. Oh no, it's ominous bottle. So 1.21.4 made that change to where you drink the ominous bottle, right? It kind of nerfed raid farms, all of that. But it does help me because now I don't have to worry about my villagers starting a raid by me just walking over here, which is really nice. But yeah, that goes to show you how much Minecraft knowledge I have left. It's low. Okay, there's lots of things that are new to me. I found an ancient rune for the first time, a rune. I don't know what they're called, but I found an ancient rune for the first time not too long ago on a multiplayer server, and honestly, I was kind of shocked. I didn't know that was even a thing. Also, I don't know why it feels like I can't sprint. And I think it's just because my FOV doesn't change. All right, let's put this bed down. Let's go to bed. But yeah, we'll be learning in this one, okay? So learn Minecraft with me, all right? That's what we're doing here. We're learning Minecraft together. So I did not secure this village whatsoever. That's for sure. Did I? Okay, I looted everything, which is good. I was going to say, let me make sure there's nothing in the furnaces. There's not. We've got free lava there. That's 2 things of lava. The question is, do we just want to build our villager breeder right here? Like in the village? Like it kind of makes sense to, like maybe right here in the middle. I mean, why not, right? The only thing I don't have that I should have brought with me was iron to make a shovel. So do I take the run? You know, here's the thought process here. Do I run back, go get a shovel, and then we start this? Because I'm also going to need a bucket for water. I do not need this cow, though. Thanks, cow. But we're going to need a bucket, and we're going to need a shovel. We're probably going to need a few more things. So let's make this trek back. I apologize. This is on me. Look, this is going to happen. I hate to tell you guys this. This will happen. This will happen more times than not. Where we will be out on a run, and you're like, dude, you're going to go build something, yet you have nothing with you. Yeah, I know. I'm very smart. I'm a genius, some might say. But my geniusness is not in planning or preparing to do anything. Also, I've been playing on a multiplayer server on Bedrock, and I have Respiration 3 and Aqua Infinity, or, you know, one of the... I know I have Respiration 3. I'm not used to my air bubbles going down that fast. That was a little worrisome there, not going to lie. Also, an entrance on this side to our base would be superb. Even if it's like one of those piston doors, and then I just drop down a hole into some water, that would be fine. But I would like something that's a little bit faster than running all the way around. Because as you can tell, this is a bit of a hike. Just a touch of a hike. Oh, wait, isn't this how we got our... Yeah, this is how we got our cows over last time. We dropped them off this cliff. I remember that. Oh, man. That was actually pretty funny. There was a moment when I saw that back in, like, editing, and I was like, man, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. That's one thing that you'll learn. I can laugh at myself. I can notice when I'm being pretty dumb, and I'm pretty quick to laugh at myself. So if you're in the comment section, you want to make fun of me, I don't care. It's not going to bother me. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to Minecraft and being prepared and, you know, anything of those sorts. So we have now a shovel. Oh, gosh. A shovel, right? So we're good on the shoveling aspect. We've got a bucket because we're going to need bucket for water. We also need sand. We're going to need to go get some sand because we're going to need glass. What else are we going to need? We're going to need beds. So all that string that we had, where's that at? Yeah, all this string that we had, that's all going to be turned into wool. Okay, we got a little bit of glass here. Look, I'm trying to prepare. You see this? We're going to need glowstone or some kind of light block. We're going to need stairs of some sort. I think I could do a slab as well, but stairs are easier. We have cobblestone right here. And yeah, let's take some cobblestone to actually build up the walls for now. So we're going to have a pretty full inventory, but that's okay because we're going to drop this down here. Put the banner up on the wall. That's actually such a sick like design. I don't know. Maybe it's not that cool. Maybe I'm just old and I think it looks cool now, but yeah, it looks cool. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. Do we need the second axe or the hoe? We're going to need the hoe. We're going to need some kind of crop. Potatoes. Let's go farm our area real quick and get what we need in terms of... I don't want to do wheat because they can do it now, but I think potatoes are easier. All right, so we've done that, which is good. Let's replant ours real quick, just because we're gonna need more than a stack and a half. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get some bone meal. So yeah, I'll put that on the list. We need bones. All right, let's go ahead and chop down all this here. You know, all right. We talked about how dumb I am, right? Look at this. I put my lights right here, right? But why not put it right here where nothing's growing? Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I would have to think to be able to answer you. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? We're going to leave that stuff there. Hopefully it doesn't despawn. If it does, it does. Let's go take this sugar cane back. We didn't really need it right now, but it does help to just go ahead and harvest it, and then it can regrow. You guys get it. That way when you need it, you have it. I'm trying to plan, okay? I'm trying to get better at this. Oh, bones. 11 bones. Any other bones? Oh, we can go down to the farm to get bones. See? Look. Brain is working again. Aren't we all happy? It only took 16 minutes into the recording. What's up, zombie piggy man? Come down here with me. All right, let's take our bones. That should be plenty of bones. We'll take another stack because why not? But I don't think we're going to need any more, to be quite honest. All right. What's up? Let's get out of here. Good grief, this water. I got to do something here. I got to build some steps or something. I'm acting like I can't just do it, but we'll do it later. Procrastination. Our favorite thing to do. All right, let's get back up here. I also might get rid of the waypoints. Like, I don't know. I haven't played Minecraft with waypoints really ever. And I added it whenever we started this Forever World because I thought it would be a cool addition, especially for when the world gets really, really big, like having the map and having the waypoints. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I also have seen there's a XP. I don't know if it's a glitch, an exploit. I don't know what it is. But there's a way you can get like 2,000 levels really fast with lava, water, some redstone, glass, a 2 tall flower, and some pistons. Like, how crazy. 2,000 levels, bro? I'll never need levels again. But yeah, I saw that on YouTube and I was like, okay, that's kind of nuts. Not something, I don't think we need that. Like, it might be something we could build. I'll let you guys decide in the comment section. If you think, and I'm not going to build it until way later we decide on it, right? But if you guys think having an XP farm method that's kind of like exploity, kind of glitchy is okay, let me know in the comment section. Because what is XP used for? Enchanting, you know, like small stuff that doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. But to others it may. Just let me know. All right. So this is where we're going to build our little village of Brida. We're going to need 21 by 21. So what is that? 10 in each direction? Yeah, 10 from a center point. And we're going to make the center point over here. Like, that way it doesn't extend into that house if we can keep it from doing that. I said I was going to do it there just because it's like in the middle, but it's not big enough. Let's do it over here, like right here. Yeah, this will be fine. All right, so let's start from this edge and make sure we have 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1... Oh, crap. Oh, no. I should have put a block down in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right. So this was 10. That means this is 11. We're doing good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everybody. We did it. All right. Now we just got to mine out this area with our good old trusty shovel. Because we're going to need 10 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna just do a square for now. This will not be a square in the end, because there's kind of like a shape to it. But we'll just mine out a square so that it's easier to handle. All right, let's go ahead and put our bed down. It acted like it wasn't nighttime. Come on, game. It's getting dark. When it gets dark, you gotta go home. All right, let's see from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I have that? Thank you. Uh-oh. We're gonna need that shovel back. Thank you, sir. Now, I have no idea. I think it's right here, right? Like, I think it was perfect where it was at. Look at that. Right now, we just got to go that way. So, we can just do this. And I know I'm not picking up the blocks. I will fix that in just a second. We'll empty our inventory by grabbing a chest and, you know, doing all the goodies, but I guess I could have used the beds that are in here. I didn't really need the string and the wool, since there's a bed right here, and we've got a bed, and there's probably a bed right here. So I try not to take everything from the villagers, but you know, we do take quite a bit. We like to abuse the villagers to the best of our abilities. There's our upgrade area. No chests. I'm trying to keep from cutting down a tree. I've taken longer than it would take to just cut down like this tree right here and build a chest, but okay. Oh, here we go. See? Chest. I knew it would all be worthwhile. Could I have just picked up the chest and taken it with me? Yes. But what fun would that be, right? Let's let's hold on to the chest. We don't need bread. We don't need these torches, coal. We don't need that. We'll need the potatoes, not immediately, but we actually might need the ingots pretty quickly, and we're gonna need the bucket pretty quickly. All right, so let's go back over to where we were digging out, which was just right over here, and let's continue digging out. Okay, so we know that it's just straight across, which is nice. It's not too far away. See, you guys were stressed about what? I don't know. Why would you be stressed? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently it's this one. I think I miscounted somewhere. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think it's wrong somewhere, but that's okay. That will be fine. Well, we'll clear this out. Then we'll put our water in the middle, inside of a waterlogged stair. Then we'll need a composter, and then we'll just need to do the outline of the actual farm. And then we'll get a villager put in here, and we'll go from there. Now, I don't think this will be a problem because we're not doing like an iron farm right here. So like the other villagers won't matter. But if they become a problem, you guys know what will happen. We'll get rid of the problem very quickly. We'll make sure that's not a big deal. Now, let me go get that real quick because we're gonna need it. I put my crafting table in the chest, but when my shovel breaks in about 8 blocks, I'm gonna need that. So let's get that back. We definitely don't need those seeds. What is possible that we need pretty quickly? Let's just take our stuff back. You know what? Give me my stuff back. I shouldn't have ever put it up, okay? I should have just left the dirt on the ground. I wouldn't have seemed like a dummy by going back and forth and needing stuff and not having it. I would have already had it, right? But I goofed. I'm the goofer. Okay, this is good here. I think we're set. I think all we have to do now is outline it how it's supposed to be done. So if you guys have never built a villager breeder, it's pretty simple. You're going to go out all the way to your edge, right? Like, so here's our edge, and we're going to place 3 blocks, right? We're going to do that on every side. So we're going to go here, place 3 blocks. We're going to go here, place 3 blocks. And then we're going to go here, place 3 blocks. Not 4, only 3. All right, so now we've got all of our blocks, right? So now all we have to do is connect them. So we just do it like this. And this is, I mean, technically, I'm going to put my farm on the one below this. Like, you know, right here. I'm not putting my farm here. So we're going to swap some of these out for, like, light blocks and water, like, water blocks will go underneath it and whatnot. But for now, this is exactly what we wanted. And then we're going to dig this out because this is where our water source is going to go. We're going to put a stair here so we can waterlog it. And then we're going to go get some water so that we can actually do all of this. We're going to need to get 2 water buckets so we can create a unlimited water source. We'll go ahead and grab 3 because it'll just make it faster. We'll create our unlimited water source right here. We don't need a shovel to do 2 more pieces, so we're good. Put 1 in that corner, grab another water bucket, put it in this corner. Look at that. It's flat, and you have an unlimited water source. Beautiful. So now we can do that. Then what we want to do is underneath, I think this one. I think it's the second one on all of them. We want to go ahead and put our water in, and then we'll put a piece of dirt in right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap our hot bar around so that we make this much easier, and we're going to put the empty water buckets right here. So we'll dig right here. We'll dig that one up, put that down. We'll put our dirt down. Then we'll go back over here and get our water. Right? Pretty simple. We'll go to this one, and we'll do this all the way around. So make it super easy, super quick. And this should allow us to have all of our crops growing like at the fastest rate because of the hydration levels and all that. You guys understand it. You guys have played Minecraft before. If you're watching this video and you haven't played Minecraft before, that's pretty cool. But I don't think that's the case. I'm assuming you are in your 2-week phase of Minecraft. You're, consuming content because Minecraft content's pretty good. Like the basic Minecraft content, like bad YouTuber content like me, tends to be like pretty decent still because it's just Minecraft. Like Minecraft's fun to watch. It's fun to, enjoy. And so we all end up consuming like crazy, which is exactly what is probably happening. All right, so let's go ahead, till this ground up with our hoe. Okay, let's put the torches up. Let's till this all up. We'll go ahead and put our crops in. And we're pretty much already done with the villager breeder. How crazy is that? All that we have to do now is build the area for the beds on that side. Or even on this side. I don't know which side I'm going to do it on. But we're going to build the area for the beds. Put the beds in. And then we're pretty much done. Like it's that simple and easy to build a villager breeder. So if you've never done one in your world, take this as your, not advice, but like take this as your sign to just build one. Super easy, super simple. You don't need, a bed for every villager. That's a common misconception. You don't need to, have a lot of resources. You can do these very quickly, very easily, and it can honestly be pretty effective if you do it the way that I'm going to do it, which is probably been changed since I learned how to do this. But when I did it, it was a design by Logical Geek Boy that they'll drop off into an area over here, right? And then they'll be able to jump, and when they become an adult, they'll hit water, they'll swim up, and then they'll go to another holding area. So that way you only get adults in your holding area. that you want to pull out for, trading and whatnot. All right, let's get our crops in. Then we've got to go find some light blocks, either in the nether or create redstone lamps or something. But for now, we're just going to plant these rows of potatoes. And I wonder, I'm starting to think that I might be able to just use a composter, and a villager will come over here like as his workstation possibly, and we'll get to just trap them that way. But we do need 2 villagers in here, so it's not like we're done as soon as we get 1 in here. We need 2 villagers in here. You can do this method with just 1, and then you trap like you trap other villagers in the area where you would normally have the beds, and then the villager, like the babies, pop out from there. But it's not really like, I don't know. I don't think it's that fast. I think it's kind of slow when you do it that way. So I typically don't. I've done one like that recently, but it's just, I don't know. I think it's a little bit slower. Maybe it's better for, certain servers or something, but meh. In an offline survival world, we can kind of push the limits on what's allowed for our machine, because our machine's pretty powerful. I'm not too concerned about us lagging the world and it being unplayable. If it ever gets that way, we'll fix it then, right? Like, let's not try to create the solution for a problem we don't have yet. All right. Let's finish planting these. Okay, here we go. Continue. Oh, let's continue with our rows. And if you guys ever notice anything that I'm building, right? Like, a lot of the knowledge that I have has been accumulated over, I mean, shoot, 10, 13, 15 years now. So a lot of the stuff that I might build might be old designs and might not be as effective anymore from what is, kind of the current meta in terms of items or like ways that you do stuff. So if you guys ever notice something like that, feel free to let me know. Say, hey, actually, you're building the old one that isn't as good as this one, right? I'm perfectly fine with hearing out, flaws in my builds. It doesn't bother me at all. All right, so we've got everything in there. The only thing we need to do is we need to build a composter, which we're going to need some wood slabs. So let's go ahead and cut down a tree over here. Make our composter. We'll put it up. I could just steal one. Just seems kind of wrong, but we could steal one. There's a chance. We've already gotten the wood though. No need in stealing. All right. Logs go in. We make, oh, not that. We make some slabs. Slabs go in. That's a boat. Yeah, I need another slab, don't I? This is not how you make a compost. I was about to say, I'm going to feel really dumb. All right. Nice. We didn't break it. All right, we'll put that on, and then we'll put a light block here as well. We're going to surround this with glass, right? That's kind of the easy way to do it. Then on this side, I think I'm going to pick this side to be our side that we drop our villagers. We're going to create, I think we need a 4x4 or a 5x3 or something like that. Because what's going to happen is it's going to be 2 villagers in here, right? They're going to make the babies. The baby's then going to try to run through here to get to the beds. He's not going to be able to get into the beds. He's going to drop down and he's going to be trapped forever. And it's just a life that he has to live, okay? It's really not that big of a deal. It's a little bit like forced labor, but it's not something that we're going to admit to, okay? It's just not something we're going to do. We do have our oak trapdoors. We're going to need, I think, 4 of them, 5 of them. I don't know. We got 2 of them. So I know we need 2 of them for right now. I'm really trying to figure out what I'm going to do for that light block. Because am I going to go to the nether to get it? I don't know. Do I want to go to the nether to get it? Honestly, no. I don't. I don't like going to the nether without being prepared. And I don't feel prepared. That's for sure. And I sure as heck don't remember where our nether portal takes us to. And that could mean all kinds of different things. We could end up in Narnia and get me killed. And honestly, I don't think I want to die. All right, that's a good sign for us to be done because I don't want a thunderstorm. And it just turned night. Boom. Go away, rain. Rain? All right, perfect. Okay, so that's going to conclude today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this one was quite a bit different than the first two. If you guys enjoy content like this or this pace or this style, please let me know. Make sure to leave a comment letting me know, if anything is like drastically changed, especially in terms of the build that I'm about to do. Like I'm sure some of you have seen this villager breeder. If you know it's way different now, let me know because that will help a ton because I'm about to finish it in the next episode. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. Peace out.